end up in a deep cut. I'm seeing skulls that burn, they trying to throw me off. Avoiding my luck, I'm feeling kinda stuck. Don't call me Knuckles, give me a box.
All right, hello, and welcome to the Shark Stream. It's me. It's Gage, aka Acid Shark. I need a drink. I'm eating spicy tteokbokki again. You may be wondering, Gage, you seem to eat a lot of like spicy food just as you're starting a stream, and the answer to that is because one of the easiest things for me to prepare prior to starting a stream is generally like instant noodles or instant tteokbokki, and unfortunately all the varietals of those that I enjoy are spicy. I should probably like have some water. I don't have any like milk on me or anything. I didn't want to like pour an entire cup of milk. That could potentially just go warm over the course of the stream if I don't like drink it all immediately. But yes, it is Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day from your favorite green-blooded shark, or at least I hope I'm your favorite green-blooded shark. Ideally, I am. What's been going on? I actually did manage to write down like a list of topics to talk about. Hold on. So let's go ahead and stick with talking about some gaming news that all hit relatively recently. Has it been more than a minute since I came off the pre-screen? Yeah? Okay, cool. So apparently Alex from Street Fighter fucked his cousin. I don't know the details. I've been seeing stuff secondhand all day. Apparently, the character Alex from Street Fighter, which everybody was really excited for because they did all of this promotional stuff for him. They gave him a new theme. They talked about how like, oh yeah, we got Kenny Omega to do the mocap. He's a really cool looking grappler. People are talking about like, oh, he looks awesome. He looks like he's gonna play great. Lore drop. Apparently he married his adoptive sister, who is his cousin, I guess. I mean, sure. That's great, guys. That's real. Y'all just said that with your whole chests, huh? Somebody wrote that and decided it was a good idea to put in a major video game release for like a major character, for a DLC character who like here's the thing. Generally in like an initial roster, in a game's initial roster, like usually there's like a couple characters that you focus on as sort of like the primary characters to focus on for that particular fighting game, like the big ones, you know? Like the fucking Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, Kung Lao, that sort of thing. Shujinko. Maybe not Shujinko. But then when you get into like looking at like when you get into looking at like fucking like DLC characters are basically like their own hype, you know? Like you gotta make every DLC character cool as hell. Because like if it's any less, then it's just like you're not gonna sell that DLC. You gotta make people want the DLC. And in order to make people want the DLC character for your fighting game, each DLC character needs to be hype as fuck. So like, why would you do this? It is a decision. It was a decision that somebody made, and nobody stopped them. Really. Just like that Tumblr update. I'm not gonna talk about that. Anytime I talk about like some dumb bullshit like a social media platform does, like all it comes back to is just like, God, I miss co-host, and I can't keep doing that to myself. I do miss co-host though. Co-host could have been something. Okay, I gotta stop myself. Yeah. What else? Okay. The other thing. Oh, here's something. There was a whole slew of new Fangamer product listings that went up today for new merch for various video games. And shockingly, we got merch for a Silent Hill enemy that isn't Pyramid Head, a bubbled-headed nurse, or Robbie the Rabbit. Now, you may be sitting there thinking, excuse me, Gage, Robbie the Rabbit isn't an enemy. Robbie the Rabbit was a series of mascot costumes that you could find strewn about Silent Hill 3, but they didn't actually attack the player. To which I say, fuck you, go play Silent Hill the arcade. Oh wait, you can't. Because it was Japan only. Robbie the Rabbit was an enemy in that, though. Like, you got attacked by Robbie Rabbits. So, it counts. Fangamer released a plush of all fucking things, the split-head lizard from Silent Hill 1. Weird cut, but I respect them giving lip service to the game's long history of penis monsters. Like, you love to see it. Yeah. My nose is running. From the spicy food, you understand. But yeah, so that was wild to see. What else? IOI Interactive, developers of Hitman, have decided to end their partnership with the developer of Mind's Eye, thus essentially canceling the crossover Hitman mission that they were going to do with that game, which is wild to think about. I feel like every time I hear about like some new bad game, I'm hearing about it like just as it's coming out. Like fucking High Guard. Mind's Eye, I didn't know shit nor fuck about Mind's Eye until it got released. And it's like, there's a part of me that's always thinking just like, no, if I find it cheap, I wonder if I should get it. And I think it's like $15 on like Amazon or something right now. But like, I don't know. Because I feel like I haven't heard anything interesting about how Mind's Eye is bad. Just that it's kind of dull and boring. Which is like, man, there's dull and boring bad games out there. Like, there's all sorts of fucking bullshit slop I could find that would fill that particular niche. It sucks that now, like, all of, like, the games that have, like, fun, awful shit going on with them only have fun, awful shit going on with them because they're, like, developed with AI at, like, the forefront in terms of, like, the writing, the art direction, the music. Like, I swear to God, I was, like, 2 seconds from Code Violet before I, like, started really looking into it and realized, oh, shit, this thing is, like... There are so many red flags here. But yeah. But today, we're gonna be playing BioShock 2. Now, you might be wondering, Gage, why are we playing BioShock 2? Well, see, I played BioShock 1 a little while ago. A couple years back for my Sharkstream Mid-Aughts Shooter-thon, which was to help raise money for some medical expenses for my lovely wife, Natalie, that we were dealing with at that time. Different from the medical expenses I had to do Dead Space for. And one of my intentions was that I had always kind of wanted to do like a follow up to that event, like the shooter-thon sequel-thon. But thus far, that unfortunately just kind of hasn't really manifested. But recently, where's my fucking controller? Here it is. Recently, I watched former member of Super Best Friends, Pat Stares At, did a full stream playthrough of BioShock Infinite, which was interesting. I watched the highlights of that, and it was really interesting to see. Because like I go into BioShock Infinite anytime I go into a game. I never want to go into a game and not have a good time, one way or the other. So generally when I go into BioShock Infinite, I will usually find a reason to enjoy myself, generally speaking. Like I usually gel with the gameplay of that game pretty well for the most part. I like shooting crows at people. You know? It's enrichment for me. But something that I've been noticing recently between that stream and, oh god, the Deus Ex Human Revolution video from H-Bomber Guy is there's been a lot of people that I seem to be noticing who are looking back with fresh eyes at BioShock 2 and realizing, oh, hey, wait, this was kind of the best game in the series, huh? And, you know, I welcome those people to come to that decision, because I've felt that for like 15 years. Ever since this game came out, I've been like, oh, this is like the best game in the series, huh? I didn't realize that I had the game muted in Elgato. So we're going to be playing the HD remaster version. Oh, my 2K account isn't linked. Well, I'm not going to put that in on stream. Well, actually, hold on. This will give me some time to, like, talk about other stuff. But, yeah, like I said, it's really just kind of like this whole thing of just, like, I really liked this game. When I first played it, I thought the concept was neat. I thought it was fun to play. I liked the weapons. I'm a big proponent of the drill. I fucking love the drill so goddamn much. Information I entered is incorrect. Maybe my password's wrong. Hold on. I'm sure I have a 2K, like, thing. Damn, maybe I don't. Okay, well, that's fine. But, like, for the longest time, like, people are just like, oh, BioShock 2, like, you look at, like, the reviews, and it's like, none of them are, like, they all talk about, like, oh, it's not as good as the first one, and just like, oh, it's a disappointment, and it's just like, man, y'all don't know what you're fucking talking about. Y'all don't know what you're fucking ticking bot. Yeah, that's fine. So it's been really nice to see, like, this whole, like, critical... I enjoy a good critical reevaluation. You know? No matter what direction it goes in. Like, if we're talking about something that was, like, well-liked at the time of its release, and people look back on it just like, oh, this kind of sucked actually. Or if we're looking at something that was like maybe not enjoyed quite as much on release, but people look back on it just like, oh, this actually fucked hard. Or even just deciding like, you know what, this wasn't as bad as we all kind of made it out to be.
Daddy, it's you.
Like fucking the Star Wars prequels, for example. The best thing to ever happen to Star Wars prequel trilogy was the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Real daddy hours.
More angels, Daddy. This way.
Come with us, little girl.
You want some, big guy? Bigger they are, harder they are! Get out of here, freak!
That's such an aggressive, like, subtitle background.
There we are. He's perfectly safe now. This is not your daughter. Do you understand? Her name is Eleanor, and she is mine. Now, kneel, please. Remove your helmet. Now, take the pistol. Place it against your head. Fire.
BioShock 2. That's a pretty BioShocking opener. "10 years later." So this is post BioShock 1. Like, that whole sequence takes place prior to BioShock 1. This is post BioShock 1.
Hello, can you hear me? You're
And so here we are. Rapture. Years after the events of BioShock 1, and we have popped out right outside a Vita chamber. I should probably check some options here. Hold on. Helmet HUD graphic on, adaptive training on, dialogue subtitles on, art subtitles on, quest arrow on, item shipper on, usable object highlight on. Yeah, that's all good. I feel like I was gonna say something. I'm sorry. Like, I've been really tired, like, the last couple days. So I actually, I had yesterday off from work because I had to take my car in to get repaired. I can't remember if I've talked about it on stream, but basically what was happening is I had this issue where my brake lights weren't turning off. It was a problem with the brake switch. Hello, Lila. Welcome. But my brake lights weren't turning off, so anytime that I needed to... Hello. Anytime I needed to park my car for any amount of time, or for any, like, long amount of time, I had to, like, pull the fuse so that the lights wouldn't drain the battery. And I had just been kind of dealing with it for the longest time. Like, it was whatever. Like, it was inconvenient, but, you know, I was just like, eh. At least it still runs, right? And then... Oop. Ooh, big sister. Love a big sister. I'm gonna want to talk about the big sisters in a little bit here. What was I saying? So, the other day I noticed, I think I noticed it when I had gotten home from going somewhere. I had noticed that, one of my brake lights was now just dead. It was out. I'm just like, that's something I could potentially be... What? Anyway, that's something I could potentially be pulled over for. And I'm gonna be real honest. The idea of getting pulled over, I don't like it. Let's listen to this real quick.
Lesson 1, mop jockeys. You are under the ocean now. If you feel the soft patter of rain on your hat, you're already fired. Lesson 2. You can jumpstart a dead generator with a direct spark, but clear the guests out of the pool first. Scares these rich pricks to watch a working stiff hurling thunderbolts. You follow me?
Gulp. I've been pulled over a handful of times in my life, and it spikes my fucking, like, heart rate every goddamn time. So, I hit the point where I was just like, okay. At this point, I do, in fact, just gotta get things fixed. So, you know, I'd gotten paid recently. I'd already taken care of bills and everything. I had a good, chunk of change in my bank account. So I decide, you know what? I'll go ahead, bring it in. See how much it's going to cost. Pay what I need to get everything done. 1540. And then just, like, not have to worry about it, right? So I bring it in. Place I go to, it's a local place. It's not like a chain or anything. People there, they've worked on my car before.
My husband is such a perfect idiot. Throws away all his spending money on gene tonics to affect a look of physical fitness. So he'll have an excuse to sit on his rear all day listening to radio serials. Steven, I tell him, you want to be fit? Come swim laps with me, the old-fashioned way. It's your mind that's atrophying. Maybe I'll start sneaking some brain boost into his daily regimen.
You know. So I bring it in. Guys are really nice. They say that they should be able to get it taken care of. I can do a walk-in. I wanted to schedule something, but I didn't get the okay on my, on my goddamn, time off, until, like, late in the day on Friday. I had put in the request early on Thursday. So that was kind of frustrating. Electro boat.
Daddy was sleeping for such a long time, and Eleanor has missed you. Find her and you'll be all better. Daddy!
God, the big sister's so fucking cool. Alright, real quick. Before we continue. Oh, God. Mouth is on fire. So, like I said, oh, you gotta give me a second. Oh, baby, you gotta give me a second. So I bring my car in. And again, I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, I'm gonna need to... Whew. So I'm sitting there thinking, like, okay, I'm going to need to pay something, right? Like, even if the equipment that is needed for this is, like, not particularly expensive, you know? They're going to, like, hit me with, like, time and labor. So I'm sitting there in that waiting room for, I would say, like, an hour and a half. Admittedly longer than I had expected to be sitting there for. But I was just like, there were like 2 other people in front of me. They got a bunch of cars here already. It's fine. It's understandable. Guy walks in. He's just like, hey, we finished we finished everything we needed to do. No charge. I'm just like, are you sure?
See?
So like it caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting to be like walking out of like an auto repair shop having not paid anything. But yeah, I guess like the stuff that they needed to like actually replace cost like 20 cents or something. Not exactly breaking anybody's bank. Oh, lights coming on. Haha, wee.
At last, a signal. You, who are bringing this dead city to life.
Yeah, hi.
Listen. My name, it is Tannenbaum. I know who you are, and I am in much need of your help. Please, find me in the Atlantic Express train station.
Sure thing, Tenenbaum. So there's this weird thing between, like, BioShock 1, 2, and then, as a result, also Burial at Sea. Where, all of the human models in BioShock 1 looked like shit. Like, looking back on them, we can all kind of admit they looked pretty bad. And I mean, that's fine. It's a game from like 2007, That's early in this particular, like, console generation. BioShock 2 comes out. All the human models get an incredible upgrade. Everybody looks fantastic. And part of that is because they needed to show more human characters, right? Sophia Lamb, Tenenbaum again. The dude we spend a good amount of the game with, who's Sinclair? Yeah, Sinclair of Sinclair Solutions. That's right. Et cetera, so on and so forth. And part of that upgrade went to the Little Sisters. Little Sisters in the first game looked terrible. And what's interesting is that I feel like Burial at Sea, by virtue of having the better, like, by virtue of, like, BioShock Infinite having better quality human models, but still keeping the original look for the Little Sisters, kind of tried to do this thing where it's just like, oh yeah, no, Little Sisters just look like that because they're genetic freaks and they're not normal. And it's one of the ways that, like, I'm not 100% certain why they decided to do this. Like, what? I don't know what Ken Levine had against BioShock 2. God. Hold on. I don't know what Ken Levine had against BioShock 2. That when he made Burial at Sea for BioShock Infinite. Whew. Excuse me. That he was just like, yeah, man, let's just put in a bunch of shit that contradicts BioShock 2 entirely. Who gives a fuck? But he did. My personal theory that I completely made up with absolutely no basis for any fucking thing in the world is that he's just really mad that the Big Sisters are so much cooler than anything in BioShock Infinite.
To my daughter, Eleanor, soon you will be born, and Rapture will be your home. You shall be raised as I was, to advance the common good through social psychiatry. This city's potential is immeasurable, Eleanor, yet our beliefs are unwelcome here. Life will be difficult, but the price of revolution is always dear. If we are patient with her, Rapture will come to us.
We do need to talk about Sophia Lamb a little bit here in just in a bit. I talked about this the first time that I played through this game, because I played through this game years ago. I think back before I even had, like, a VTuber model. Like, even before my PNG tuber, I played this game.
I haven't had a taste of Adam in weeks.
Yeet.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember, you are not alone. Think of me not as leader, but as mother to the Rapture family.
It's very cultish.
I am back in Rapture after so many years. The little ones I rescued are grown up, and think of me no more. After what I once did to them, it was a joy to be forgotten. But now, all around the world, children vanish by the sea, kidnapped. And so I return, in fear of what I already know. Someone is making new little ones, continuing my work, my sins. Even if I am to die for it, I must stop them.
I saw them open. Lay a finger on me.
I'm kind of surprised I nailed that, honestly. Alright, let's start picking some stuff up here. But yeah, it's a real shame because, like I said, I have liked BioShock 2 since it came out. Like, I enjoy the hell out of this game. I think it's got some really cool stuff going on with it, so the fact that, like, there was such, like, there wasn't, like, a backlash to this game, it's just, it wasn't received, like, quite as well as, its contemporaries.
Barely made it down
What?
alive. But here it is. And it's real. Rapture. This is where that thing took my poor baby girl. From what I saw in the sub, most of the city's in ruins. But there were lights here and there. And shapes moving. I'm rambling, scared, I guess. But maybe, if I find this Dr. Lamb I keep hearing over the PA,
Oh, I got
I'll
Dwunk.
find Cindy too.
Hey, stay right there, all three of you. Thank you. Mark Meltzer is the subject of an ARG that was developed for this game that follows a guy who's looking for his daughter who gets kidnapped by one of the big sisters. He originally wasn't supposed to be here, but people, in, like, the game proper, but people responded so well to the story of the ARG that I believe they recorded a bunch of new stuff for him to put in the game so that his story could continue. It's neat. But yeah, BioShock 2 wasn't as well received as BioShock 1 upon its release. Whoa.
Big sister doesn't want you playing with me.
Oh, do I need to fight you now? Oh. Oh, I gotta fight you now. Whoa! First aid kit. Whoa. Okay, fine. I didn't want to fucking fight you anyway. Whatever. You think you're hot fucking shit.
With a message for the people. Remember, Big Sister is always watching. To steal Adam is to steal from the Rapture family. Your family.
And beans.
Diane insisted that we spend a weekend at the Adonis. And already I find myself seeking a respite from my vacation. She deems it necessary to chide me for working. The words dissolve into an endless animal bleat. I founded Rapture to be free of law and God, to live among those for whom work is our wage. Yet, when Diane speaks of bearing my child, I am given pause. Till now I had never considered my legacy. Perhaps after the new year.
Yeah, I'm sure all that will go really well. Endless animal bleat. God. Andrew Ryan hates women. Who could have thought? Who could have guessed that? Ugh. Now, of course, BioShock 2 isn't like... It's not all sunshine and roses. So BioShock 1's politics were already a little odd with regards to the whole objectivism thing. Where it's just like, you gotta choose one or the other. There isn't like a middle ground, you know? But also like kind of pushing like this idea of just like, yeah, if you try to base like an entire society off of this, it's going to collapse for these reasons. BioShock 2 decided, like, let's go ahead and swing in the other direction. BioShock 2 is all about collectivism. But it's also like a weird, like, cult sort of thing. I don't know. It's strange. Alright, this all seems like normal. What a cool environment. I can't wait to explore it. Uh-oh. Damn, this game really made me wet. Anyway. Let's take a look around here. So this was one of the things that if I recall correctly, they made like a big deal of when they were doing like pre-release for this game. Is just like, because you're playing as a Big Daddy who spends their entire existence in a goddamn like diving suit, there would be portions of the game where you would just be straight up underwater. Now, in the final game, like, it's not something that happens particularly often, and it's not like a gameplay mechanic. It's more like a level transition whenever this sort of thing happens. That being said, it is pretty fucking cool.
In that suit, even the ocean cannot harm you. This is good. But rapture is the death of many great men. Alone, you will not last long. You can still reach the train station. Find me there.
Hold on.
All right, diary. Last entry. Lizzie and I, we found a spear, and we're going home. Ain't that right, baby? Next stop, topside.
Oh, I love you. It was you who saved us, Sammy. It was you, Button. What was that? What's that sound?
She's seen us. It's Lamb. Torpedo! Ah, I'm trying to...
So things have gone well. Here's our preview of the new Big Daddy type that they added for this game. I think, if I recall correctly, this was a Big Daddy that was initially developed for the first game, but like they weren't able to really like work it in time for release. So when they did BioShock 2, they're just like, oh, what if we took this unused Big Daddy from the first game and just, you know, used it? Someone else was like, that's a pretty good idea. You want to make out with tongue? And the first guy was just like, oh, absolutely, you know I want to make out with tongue. And then they made out with tongue. That's how game development works, right? I'm pretty sure. I've never developed a game, but I am a gamer. And as we all know, gamers are super well versed in what it takes to make a video game. And what it takes to make a video game is making out with tongue. Ooh. Eve Hypo. I'm going to turn that into a clip. Whoa. Funny shark. Funny shark disappear. I'm sad about funny shark. Big squid! Big squid. Do. Big squid. Oh. Fuck. Fuck. I'm slowly sliding down this incline. Ah, shit. Ah, God. That's one way to get down, I guess. Is to completely fuck up and trap yourself in a collision nightmare. But yeah, so like BioShock 1 was like hyper individualistic. Was like kind of the theme of the politics in that game. A critique of objectivism, a critique of hyper individualism. Whereas BioShock 2 kind of presents itself as sort of like the opposite end of the spectrum, where it's a critique of hypo individualism. Hypo is usually like the opposite of hyper, right? Micro individualism. It is Macro March. And the way that it kind of puts this together is it sort of functions a little bit like a cult. Like Sophia Lamb's whole shit. Where it's just like everything's about the family. It's all about family. Sophia Lamb, big Fast and the Furious fan. It's all about family with her. But it's like at the expense of the individual.
Ah, Herr Delta. You arrive as the little one said you would. Come upstairs to the ticket booth, and I will offer what I know of you.
And it's just like, yes, you know, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, but, like, the few still need to, like, take care of yourself so that, like, you know, you can be there to help others. And ultimately, like, it is all about Lamb. Like, Lamb always goes on about family this, family that, but her iconography is what is all over Rapture. However, Lamb is also like an antagonist from another game that I am a fan of that has not yet gotten its critical reevaluation yet. One Dead Space 3. Where Danik in that game is 100% like a fucking like insane cult leader. But he's also like 100% a believer. Lamb is much the same way. In that, like, she is... It's 100% like cult behavior. Without a doubt. But at the same time, like, she is 100% high on that supply. Hello, Ostroraptor44. Welcome. Hold on. Nighty-night.
Now most who survive are like this.
Like what?
Splicers.
I didn't really get a
They're
good look at
drug
them.
addicts, vicious animals.
Ah. Here's our hack tool. So hacking works a little bit different in this game, where we don't have to play fucking Pipe Dream, which I'm a little bummed about. I actually did like the hacking minigame in BioShock 1. Playing one of my favorite game series I see. Yeah. Playing the best game in the series. 100%. I did actually kind of like the hacking minigame in BioShock 1. Like, I had a lot of fun with it. That being said, the hack tool is definitely way better. Because it's a lot less intrusive. It's not like, oh, you need to stop everything you're fucking doing and play a minigame. It's just like, oh, stop the needle. Yay! Result of successful hack. Also proximity hack by approaching machine and pressing X. Hack security bots are friendly and will attack your enemies. Get a blue bonus when hacking to upgrade their damage. Go, my minion. Kill for me. There's a bunch of really fun upgrades and stuff that you can get, like, as you get into the game and you start doing, like, the photograph stuff. I say photograph, but it's a video camera in this one. Research. There's a lot of, like, really cool stuff that you can get, and, like, it's always fun because, like, you get stuff that, like, really trivializes encounters. Like, one of the ones I always go for is, like, the tonic that you get from Houdini splicers, where if you stand still for long enough, you just straight up turn invisible. It is one of my favorite ones to get. Because so often it's just like you'll be standing there like and just enemies will be walking around and just like surprise and you punch them in the face and you kill them. I hope I didn't have to get on that.
You can't ignore me! Hey! I love you!
Grab all that. Okay.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb. Andrew Ryan is dead, but the tyrant dwells within us all. Remember, we reject the gene. We reject the self. We reject the tyrant.
Yeah, it's a weird angle.
I'm told that the people grow tense and isolated in the absence of the sun. Now they clamor for a psychiatrist. Do they miss the state censor, I wonder? Wartime seizure of private assets? Or the checkup police vanishing them in the night?
No, dude, they're at the bottom of the fucking ocean.
This Lamb woman is said to be the foremost practitioner in her field. Fine. If she can quiet the rattling of the great chain's weakest links, I will leave her to it.
He's so weird. Where's this sparkling noise come from? Oh, it's over here. A chunk. Huh? What? Oh. Should I not have done that? Uh-oh.
That symbol on your hand marks you a dead man. 10 years, Subject Delta, since I watched you put a gun to your head.
What symbol is it? Because I can't really see.
Take heart. Out of your pain, paradise was born. I don't know how you survived, but your suffering is over now. These men will ease your burden. Please understand that like all I have done, this is an act of love.
Doubtful, but okay.
It's Sophia Lamb. She has found you.
Let me out. I can take him. In a fight. Oh. That is bad. Oh. Okay. That could have gone better. Search corpses for loot. Alright, well, before we do that, so I actually need to step away for a moment. I will be right back. Hi. I've got this toasted sweet bread. It's called a rebanatus. Probably not pronouncing that right. Oh. It's okay. It's a little crumbly, which I'm not like a huge fan of. But the frosting in it tastes good. It is from the company Bimbo, which I am told is pronounced Bimbo, but you know, a guy can dream. Put that down over there. Oh. Okay. Alright, let's get back in there. More water. Bump. You know, I'm not 100% certain why it gave us the tutorial for looting corpses. There do not seem to be any corpses in the immediate vicinity. Very strange. Oh, wait, hold on. Here we go. Okay. Okay, things are starting to make sense. There are, in fact, corpses nearby.
Now you know of the enemy we share, Sophia Lamb. The camera in your helmet allows me to watch through your eyes and help you to fight her.
Cool. Get a hint if you are stuck. Got it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So, a couple weeks back, I made a decision. Whether or not this was a good decision, up for debate. I'll talk about it after the ad. Oh.
Careful, security cameras belong to Lamb. But if you are clever, they can be made to serve you.
Oh, security cameras belong to Lamb. Yeah? Watch this. Get fucked.
Just me? Oh. Red.
Go get him. Sick. Canned beans. Okay. Dog, you good? Security cameras are going to be weird. Hello, AK4. Security cameras are going to be weird once we get the research camera, and we need to start like building up our research meter, because stuff like security bots are only good for research if they are your enemy. So, like, ideally for the security cameras, you want to get footage of them prior to actually hacking them. Oh.
Father, it's me, Eleanor. I know you're awake in there. I can feel it. Mother won't be able to toy with you like that ever again.
Cool.
This plasmid is for you. If I'm right, you can use it now. Please, find me.
Sure thing, sweetie. Daddy's got your back. How do I... No. No. There we go. Telekinesis.
Throw objects at foes. You can even catch grenades and throw them back.
Press and hold LT to grab objects with telekinesis. Release LT to throw them. Cool. Potted meat. That's a letter. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, you're still throwing things at me. Okay, cool, cool. I'm just gonna... Jesus. Oh, the ad's over. Okay. So, what I was saying before was a couple weeks ago, I made a decision. It was a possibly ill-advised decision, but it was a decision I felt I needed to make. Back when I was playing through Resident Evil 9, we briefly... That's not what I wanted to grab. Yeet. I briefly brought up the Alpha and Omega series. Hello, hello, Ion. Welcome. Gave up underwear too? What? Ow, fuck. Oop. Well, that could have gone better. But the subject of Alpha and Omega briefly came up.
There would be no Rapture without me. No city without the Atlantic Express. Ryan took his first grand tour on my flagship coach. These days, personal bathyspheres are all the rage. My rails only connect the oldest parts of Rapture now. And the city's just left me behind. Plenty of cash in the bank, though. This private vehicle craze will blow over soon.
Damn, even in Rapture, they're fucking starving out public transportation. But we briefly discussed the Alpha and Omega series. And I wondered out loud if I knew anyone who had seen all of the Alpha and Omega movies. And as far as I knew, at that time at least, I did not know anybody who had seen all the Alpha and Omega movies. I know now that I did, in fact, know someone who's seen all of them. But regardless, in the moment, I truly believed that I did not know a single person who had seen all of the Alpha and Omega movies. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to become that person. So I watched all of the Alpha and Omega movies. And oh man, I think it harmed me somehow. I might be worse off than when I started. Alright, 1 second. Let me get fresh water.
These people are hooked on some kind of genetic wonder drug called Adam. I've read the word splicer scribbled on walls like a warning. One of them cornered me and Christ, his face. I had a gun, but I choked. And then...
Damn. Oh.
Sophia Lamb is using the splicers against you. Most big daddies are like her slaves, guarding the little ones. But someone has awakened you.
Still sane Exil. Wait, wrong game, Shark? Huh? Huh, what? We're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to take a look around first. Also, hello, wife. So... I watched all of them, and it's just... It was kind of exhausting. Here's the thing, though. So, like... There is a part of me that, in watching through the Alpha and Omega movies, part of the reason I kind of stuck with it is just, like, I felt like, at some point... I was playing too much Path of Exile. I was just saying, still saying Exile for watching all those movies. Yeah. Trying.
White is not black, Dr. Lamb. Down is not up. And straw is not gold. Look around you. Rapture is no miracle. It is a product of reason. Impossible unless 1 and 1 are 2, and A equates to A.
And yet, alone, each man is a prisoner to bias. Dream,
Who's Tobias?
delusion, or the pain of a phantom limb. To one man, they are as real as rain. Reality is consensus, and the people are losing faith. Take a walk, Andrew. It is raining in Rapture, and you have simply chosen not to notice.
The fact that they held public debate, the fact that Ryan was okay with holding a public debate is insane to me. But like in watching through those movies, like my thought was just like, okay, I gotta stick with it. I gotta get through this because like, what if one of them is a secret banger, you know? What if secretly one of these movies is actually, like, really enjoyable to watch? Because, I mean, I watched the entire, like, Balto trilogy, and I really liked Balto 3, actually. Balto 3, kind of a banger. Fuck. There we go. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to watch all these movies. I'm going to commit to watching all these movies, and we'll see how I feel at the end of it. And I felt awful at the end of it. Which isn't to say that, like, I didn't have or I had a terrible time all the way through. While there were not, in fact, any secret bangers, oh.
I know of your bond with Eleanor Delta. To save yourself, you will come for her. But Eleanor has a destiny, one you cannot share. There is no place for you in paradise.
Sure thing, lady. There ended up being a couple movies towards the end of the run, and I keep saying movies, but like most of them are like just 45-minute specials more than anything. Like they're not, I wouldn't strictly call them feature length, you know? But there were a couple towards the end that I found myself actually having kind of a good time. Like I actually had a bit of fun with it. But most of them were just kind of inane. Like I did not have fun. And it's so weird to like look at like the breadth of the narrative constructed here. You know, because you have Alpha and Omega, the single feature-length production in the bunch. And it focuses on like two primary characters. Focuses on Cade, focuses on Humphrey. The Alpha and Omega, respectively, in the title. Well, there's also Lily and Garth, but we're not going to get into that. And then they just kind of become almost secondary characters in a lot of the follow-ups, where like now it's all a focus on their kids, whose names are Stinky, Claudette, and Runt. I don't know why they decided to name one of them Stinky. That seems unnecessarily mean to that child. And I mean, like, part of it is just like, oh, it's for kids, and kids are gonna think the fact that he's named Stinky is so funny.
In ethical psychiatry, we must account for the role of evolution. Depression, fits of panic, sexual pathos, all responses to ancient selection pressure. The irony is that this theory is why Ryan's people invited me here. They mistake my study of natural law for the worship of competition. Remember, Eleanor, one must know the beast before it can be slain.
Sure thing, Mom. Canned fruit, corpse, fresh water. Always one of my favorite parts of the BioShock games is just walking around, just eating shit off the floor. Oh. Ma'am. Oh, there she goes.
Quickly, head for the elevator.
Why? I'm not in, like, any danger or anything. Can't open this. Ow. we go.
Just come out! I hate waiting! Oh, shit!
I think one of the most interesting things about watching those movies was like seeing the restrictions of what they were working with kind of in real time. Like how almost every like character in that movie is like every time they introduce a new character, chances are the model that they're using is just a model from another character that they're reusing. Like they've got like a handful of like generic wolf models that they just keep slapping new hairstyles and like fur patterns onto. Like for the longest time, you had like Stinky and Runt use the exact same like character model. It's just Runt is scaled down because he's supposed to be the runt of the litter. To say nothing of the character of Fleet, who is introduced in the third movie, Alpha and Omega 3, The Great Wolf Games, who is just a recolored Stinky. And God, I really just wish that they had, like, any other name. I feel so stupid saying this. And then, like, every single, like, girl wolf pup is, like, the exact same goddamn character model as Claudette. Like, you see...
Now, here is what the children tell me.
Okay, hold on.
You are a very old Big Daddy, bonded for life to
The
a
daddiest,
single
if you
little
will.
one. When you are apart for too long, your body begins to shut down like a coma.
My dad bod.
As long as the girl is in the rapture, you are trapped here as well. The name of your little one is Eleanor Lamb,
Fuck them.
daughter of Sophia. She is kept at Fontaine Futuristics on the other side of the city. You must go there and save her before it is too late.
Cool, can do. But there's like one female wolf pup in the third movie. Same exact character model as Claudette. And then in... Oh, hold up. This is going to be hilarious. Get fucked. And then in the fourth movie, Alpha and Omega 4, The Legend of the Sawtoothed Cave, we have a character... Then I would say of like the first half of these, Alpha and Omega 1 through 4, The Legend of the Sawtoothed Cave is probably the most interesting of that first, like, the first half of these. But one of the major, like, secondary characters is a blind wolf who was persecuted as a child. Persecuted as a child for being blind because she was not of use to the wolf collective. To the point that, like, they show a flashback, and the reason I bring this up is because in the flashback, again, it's just the same model as Claudette, except blind and blonde.
Dr. Siu Chong's death was a nasty blow to the Protector program, but I'm gradually settling into his role, picking up the slack that his carelessness left behind. We are gaining steam again, but I'm not satisfied. Yes, the Big Daddy defends the girl, but he is programmed only for the fight. Like a sheepdog who wanders off unless a wolf is tearing at his flock. When no aggressor is present, he regards his little sister as he might a common houseplant. We need something more, something stronger, an unbreakable physiological bond.
So this is where actually Burial at Sea kind of fucks with BioShock 2's place in the canon, where if you go just based on BioShock 1, the idea is that Suchong figured out the whole bonding process between the Big Daddy and the Little Sister without realizing it, so that when he attacked the Little Sister, it enraged the Big Daddy and the Big Daddy killed him. And then in this game, it's just like, okay, yeah. So the Big Daddy defends the Little Sister, but if the Little Sister isn't in danger, then he just fucks off to wherever. Doesn't stay near her or follow her or anything. Whereas BioShock Infinite instead establishes that, like, oh, the bond between the Big Daddy and the Little Sister is literally just empathy. Like, it's the Little Sister being like, hey, I'm going to be nice to you, and the Big Daddy being like, okay, you were nice to me, I'm going to be nice to you. Basic empathy, which, in a vacuum, is kind of funny, because it's like, it's this entire idea that it's just that Suchong and Andrew Ryan couldn't figure this out because they're not empathetic people. So it's funny in a vacuum. But then BioShock 2, prior to Burial at Sea coming out, was basically just like, okay, so the next step in figuring out how to make Big Daddy's bond with Little Sisters is this, that, and the other thing. It also moves the timeline around. Like, in Burial at Sea, it implies that Suchong's death happens, like, sometime, like, immediately after, like, the New Year's Eve attack, right? Whereas this establishes it as being, like, much earlier, because Delta was created as part of Gil Alexander's experiments, and Delta was active in 1958. And again, I am fully of the opinion that Ken Levine did this because the Big Sister was too cool. Way better than anything he did for... Oh. Oh. Way better than anything he did for BioShock Infinite. Handyman, they're trash. Boys of Silence, trash. Songbird, I fuck heavy with Songbird, but, like, he was done dirty by that narrative, and he's not as cool as the Big Sister. I'm sorry. Big Sister fucks hard. Big Sister cool as hell. Hello.
You see? This is why I must fight Sophia Lamb. She is using the new little ones for something, and I have returned to rescue them. If I do not, more children will die for my sins, and the Rapture nightmare will repeat forever. Now, we must talk.
Citizens of Rapture, this is Subject Delta.
Oh, damn, that is me.
Hides an enemy of the people, without soul or sympathy. It is a beast apart, and as family, we must tear out its jaw and drive it back into the sea.
I don't want to do that.
Lamb will take this place apart to fight you. Please hold back the splicers until we escape.
Hold on. No! I don't know what just happened. You guys are really bad at this.
Thank you. Now I must leave you, and I am sorry for this. But there are others I must help before the city drowns. This man Sinclair, he is an ally, and will guide you to Eleanor. Goodbye, Herr Delta.
He does kind of suck, though. Keep that in mind.
Well, look at you. A bona fide knight in armor, complete with iron horse. The name's Augustus Sinclair, Sport, Esquire. Old Tannenbaum and I share an interest in the old Fontaine building.
What the fuck does
very same
Esquire
place
mean?
You'll find Eleanor Lamb. I think you and I can do business.
I have
Take
literally
the train
never
to
thought
Ryan
of this.
Amusements. I'll see you shortly.
Beep. Boop. You? Oh, well, I actually don't need it. Oh, well. Yeah, I know, man. I feel like it's given me that information every time I've hacked one of those. I know how this works.
Sophia Lamb has taken Rapture and is responsible for stealing children from the surface. Her splicers destroyed my submersible and forced me to run. But the ticket booth here is secure, and though I cannot trust him, Sinclair is a valuable ally. I have already rescued a few of the new little ones from Lamb. They all want to know how we will get home. I wish I had the right words for them.
Welcome to the circus of value.
And away we go. So, BioShock 1 kind of had a little bit of like a pseudo kind of like open structure to it, where it's just like, it was still a very linear game, but you could always like, if you were able to track down a bathysphere in the level that you were in, you could sometimes go back to like previous areas. BioShock 2 is comparatively a lot more linear. But it does have like some pretty like fun like level layouts.
Whoa there. Now better apply the brakes unless you're aiming to dash yourself against that glacier up ahead.
Maybe I am, Sinclair.
As you can see, Chief, the station here's iced over.
Fucked up.
To reach Eleanor Lamb at Fontaine headquarters, we'll have to clear the way. Now, in order to melt that ice, you'll need a plasmid, like a handful of hellfire. We used to sell a fine old product called Incinerate in the amusement park up yonder.
Oh, yeah?
Go on and find a way in. I've already been on all the rides.
God, I love the amusement park. I'm so ready for this. I always, like, love, levels where they get to, like, really have fun with, like, the layout or the visuals and stuff like that. So, like, the amusement park is one of those where it's just like, okay, we have to, like, come up with what kind of, like, environment an amusement park would be in Rapture, right? And oh man, it's so it's so fun. I would say the equivalent to that, like, as much as like Burial at Sea has its issues, especially episode 2. I do think that the elementary school right at the beginning of that particular DLC is probably one of the more fun areas in that game, just because you get to see Andrew Ryan's persona. Oop. Grab that. Okay.
Eleanor is progressing brilliantly. My physical
okay.
participation in her birth
Oh.
was minimized, of course. It is vital that I am unhindered by nature's crude bias. I will be, above all, her intellectual progenitor, loyal not to her, but to the people she will ultimately save. But I admit, it is with some measure of pride that I review her marks in standard intelligence tests. As an agent of our beliefs, she may surpass even me.
See, this is the sort of thing that they try to push with, like, the idea of collectivism that Sophia Lamb is into. This is where I kind of, like, put it as more, like, it's a lot more akin to a cult in this game, where it is... There's, like, stuff over there that's, like, blinking out of existence. Like, the door sometimes goes. Yeah, like there. And, like, the thing next to it as well. We're gonna ignore that for right now. It is... What's the word I'm looking for? If the brand of objectivism from the first game is, like, focus on the individual, is, like, dehumanization of others through focus on the individual, the idea of it in this game is a focus on the collective to the dehumanization of the individual. It's just like, it's so much about everyone that, like, individuals don't matter, but not in the sense where it's just like you have to be willing to, like, lift up those around you. More in the sense of just like, hey, you don't matter, the nebulous people matter. It's missing the trees for the forest, basically. Fuck. Nope. Like, is it handled a little bit clumsily? Yes, but then the politics of the first game were handled clumsily as well. Honestly, I would take the clumsy politics of the first two BioShock games to the absolute fucking nightmare that is the politics of fucking BioShock Infinite. Okay. These seem like they've stopped.
Insert your ticket now. Half price for children under 3.
I don't think I got a ticket. Do I got a ticket? I think I need a ticket. Shit, I gotta go get a ticket. Hey, can I get a ticket? I got money. I got more money.
You're a rare old model, son. Alpha series, I believe. Now,
Delta,
Rapture's
but...
full of scientific wonderments just like you. And if we can sell them to the world at my price, well, curing your condition ought to be a cakewalk. Once we find Eleanor, the sky's the limit.
That's shining like I can pick it up. Alright, to the people! Upgrade station. And of course we're gonna... We're doing the drill. I go so all in on the drill. It's kind of absurd, honestly. All right. Do we want fuel efficiency or damage increase? Let's start with damage increase.
I was hired to engineer a park the likes of which no man has seen. Now all I do is watch over it like a grizzled sheepdog. My first line of mechanical puppets made the children here coo with wonder. But Ryan thought my vision was immature. Antiquated, he said. This place could have been something magical. But instead, he turned it into a school. No, a cathedral. Dedicated to himself.
Hold on. There we go. Cool, cool. Awesome, cool. Excuse me.
Can I come out to play
Oh.
again, Mr. B?
A ticket. Let's go.
Jam dandy. That'll get you in the park. But buying Incinerate's gonna cost Adam. It's a sort of genetic goo that lets you rewrite whatever God gave you. The little sisters carry the stuff, as you may recall, so you'll need to locate one. I heard whispering near the El Dorado Lounge. Have a look.
Realistically speaking, like, having higher damage just means I use less fuel anyway. I don't like it quite as much as the Tommy gun, but yeah.
Listen up. Choppers, get yourself hit. No fuck up this time.
We take what we can. Ow, who did that? It's more of a drill than a screw. Okay. Go ahead and pick some stuff up. Thank you. Where's that? There was a circus of values that I think I left. Yeah, here we go. Eve Hypo. Thank you. Want to slip that ticket in. Get into Depak. Oh, Journey to the Surface. I'm so excited.
I am Andrew Ryan. Welcome to Ryan Amusements. Please enjoy the park.
God, who had to suck Ryan off to let him give out a free sample? Okay, so we got a little bit of a Rapture history lesson here, which is kind of neat. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. We're just gonna hit this Bhutan.
Andrew Ryan wakes one night while cruising the Atlantic in his steamliner, the Olympian. His sleep interrupted with a singular purpose. Here, he shouts to his crewmen as he wipes sleep from his eyes. Full stop. We begin building here. Refitted for heavy construction, the Olympian returns with a new cargo. A state-of-the-art submersible platform, nicknamed the Sinker, ferries supplies and workers to the sea floor, fathoms below. After initial supplies have been brought to the seafloor, the platform is permanently moored in the sediment. Massive iron girders are sunk hundreds of feet into the rock and silt. Below the platform, engineers work to overcome obstacles such as diamond-hard rock, obstinate sea life, and unexpected challenge.
Hello, Zilla. Hoping a daddy comes on screen while I'm here on break so I can say hi, daddy, but IDK when they'll show. Zilla, I have fantastic news. We are the daddy in this one.
I love the kids in Miss Englert's third grade class, but boy, I had no idea what I was getting into. Volunteering to chaperone this New Year's sleepover party at Ryan Amusements. Donnie, get down off that exhibit, and I told you, spit out that gum! You'll choke! The kids' parents deserve a night off to enjoy New Year's, but I'm at my wit's end. Donnie, I told you!
The New Year's sleepover. I'm a dad? This is so much responsibility. Congratulations, Dad. God, a sleepover at an amusement park would be really cool. I remember doing that sort of stuff. I think that was in, I can't remember if it was a school thing or a scouts thing. I think one of them was a scout. One of them was a school thing, one of them was a scouts thing, I think.
After the platform is secured, work progresses at an astounding rate. Designed to be the foundation of Rapture, workers toil around the clock to create the metropolis you see today.
Gift shop. Like, okay, so picture this, because this is something that I got to do a couple times when I was a kid. Is certain like tourist attractions, right? Scouts had to sleep over at a zoo with a bunch of other troops. Yeah, certain attractions that you can go to will sometimes do things with like schools or like scout troops where basically they can set up to have like a sleepover at said attraction. I think for me, the two that I did was I did one at the Boston Museum of Science. I remember that one because the attraction that we ended up sleeping in was the one about the brain, which I thought was really cool. And then another one that I remember was a scout thing was there was like an old decommissioned battleship that was stationed that was like moored in Boston Harbor. And we did a sleepover on the battleship, which is also pretty cool.
Busted pile of junk. You broke it, didn't you, Edna? You touched hers to shit.
Mean. You're mean, Roger. It was probably your clumsy, fat hands that loused it up.
Typical broad. Stay away from things you don't know nothing about.
This is for women, you misogynist. For the record, the woman is also going to be shot, but you know, I'm I'm egalitarian that way.
Seems like everybody's on the go these days. Everybody but you. You still haven't experienced Ryan Industries' new spring line of plasmids. Isn't it about time you got caught up?
I'll probably pass. I usually try to stick to just picking up what I can when I find it. What else was I going to talk about? I've talked about a few things. Oh, I don't think I finished talking about Alpha and Omega. So, while I wouldn't say that the series had any sort of like hidden bangers or anything, I will say a couple of the movies in the back half I did end up enjoying. It got off to a rocky start. Alpha and Omega 5, Family Vacation, ended up just kind of being like a clip show where, like, I'm pretty sure if you took out all of the flashbacks in that one, the movie would be like half as long. But it was weird to, like, see, because a couple of the scenes they flash back to were from the first movie. But in the first movie, Kate and Humphrey, I think, oh god, it's Hayden Panettiere and Justin Long play them respectively. But in the sequels, Kate is played by Kate Higgins and Humphrey is played by Ben Diskin, who you may know as like Number One from Kids Next Door or the English voice of Joseph Joestar. Basically, you may know him with a British accent. But when they did the flashbacks in that one, they had to redub those scenes with the sequel voice actors, which was a little interesting. A quote from Andrew Ryan: "In what country is there a place for people like me?" He's so fucking full of himself. Hate that guy.
We lost another of the Alpha Series protectors today in testing. Somewhere outside the city limits, he simply vanished. For these men, Rapture has no walls. We must find a method of conditioning them against abandonment of the Little Sisters. Something physical, possibly even lethal. The lab aides are starting to call them Big Daddies. Perhaps there's some genius to that. Bonded pairs, connected by a love that kills.
You've cursed me with the knowledge that Number One was a Joestar. Yeah, if you ever like listen, if you ever watch like the dub of Part 2, like it's super obvious. Like as soon as Joseph starts talking, just like, wait a minute, I know that guy. I ain't got no Adam. We gotta go wandering about. And of course, old Joseph is voiced by Richard Epcar, aka the guy who does the English voice for Bateau in Ghost in the Shell, the movie's standalone complex, etc. He'll always be my Bateau. Oh, fuck. Yeet! I say he'll always be my Bateau, but it's not like the guy who plays Bateau in Arise is, like, bad.
Your kind ain't welcome here.
They don't like daddies here. This is a mommy's only zone. God, I forgot that this game is kind of like a... Because BioShock games like to use, like, old licensed music, it can sometimes be sort of like a minefield in terms of, like, copyright claims. Fuck. 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 I'm okay. But my ass is still fat though. Anti-death prejudice. What? Yeah. Fortune teller, use $1.
So, you think you're getting out of here?
This thing sucks. For some reason, like, my immediate thought was just like, well, maybe if you ass fat, they'll make an exception. But, like, what the fuck am I talking about?
Used to be, there was no margin in running the gift shop. I couldn't hardly sell off this tourist crap for a penny more than the cost of manufacture. Then I met a straight shooter named Sinclair, and he laid a sweet deal on me. Says he's got some hard luck folks down at Popper's Drop can whip up this junk at half the cost I used to pay. Yeah, I had to pick a needle or two out of the shipments, but all in all, nobody's the wiser, and I'm all the richer.
Okay, hold on. I'm pretty sure I got attacked by somebody else, but I don't know where they went. There you are. Fuck!
Good night, everyone.
Oh. Girl, your foot not supposed to look like that. As a father with mommy privilege, I would cause these guys' heads to explode. Zilla, you got too much going on. They can't handle it. Cash money. Hello, sir. Die. Okay. Well. The El Dorado Lounge. Okay. Thank you. Take that, take that. Thank you. Where am I going now? Well, the El Dorado Lounge, I think, is where he said I should go. Oh!
Until you arrive, Father, I'm trapped here. Smuggling these gifts out is the most I can do to help.
Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. I do enjoy gifts. Eat dog. Is that a command or?
Psychiatry. We must account for.
Eleanor Lamb speaking. Mum says I'm not to play with the other children because they're being raised on a diet of dog-eat-dog. I wanted to see these dog eaters, so I waited until Mum was gone and went out to find one. And guess what? The dog eaters wear human skins.
Oh.
It makes them look just like us.
Fucked up. There's a little sister ahead. To get the atom, you must deal with her big daddy first. He will not attack until you do, but be prepared for a difficult fight. Okay. Okay, let's see. El Dorado, Lounge, Trap Rivet. Dollars.
Now that big daddy won't bite until you do. But to get to Lil Sis, you gotta put the old boy down for good.
Candy
I found
bar.
one of those children at last. Filthy dress, all alone. I approached her, praying that it was my little girl. But she was gorging herself on blood from a corpse. It wasn't her. I stared, just reeling. And then that skinny, armored freak that took Cindy jumped me, shrieking like an animal. I escaped, but could Cindy have become one of those things?
Yeah, probably.
I've got to find her now more than ever.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. Yoink.
Take a breath, son. You did it. Now, just let her
Why would I
ride
need
on
to
your
take a breath?
shoulders
It wasn't
and
even
she'll
hard.
trust you like her own daddy.
Oh, there she is.
Daddy, are you taking me home too?
My child now.
We're in business. Now, there are corpses all over Rapture, and little Dimples there can sniff out the atom on them. Find one.
Yeah, all right. I have adopted a new little sister.
It's this way.
Sure, adding to the kiddo collection.
It's dancing, Dad! Dancing!
It's not our first. It's not gonna be our last. Out here collecting children like Poke of Mon. Alright, let's see. Alright, where are we headed, kid?
This way.
Ah.
She's got a juicy one, but when she starts draining out the atom,
Please don't
the
describe it like
splashers
that.
will come running. Be ready before you set her down on that body.
Oh, she's got a juicy one. Could you find another way, perhaps, to say this other than the way you've chosen? Maybe. I'm begging you. Okay. Fuck my ass. Here we go.
Just put her right down on that corpse.
Sinclair, I'm going to hunt you for sport. Leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Get some trap rivets down. Okay. And then, ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Whoa, fuck, what? Oh. Alright, they're getting off to a quick start here, it seems like.
Of the family. Not a toy for you to
Look
exploit
at the
and
child of the family. I'm fucking
you
alone.
expire here. One more forgotten curio in Ryan's shrine to the self.
Yeah, let's see how that works for you.
Here they come. Keep the splicers off her now till she's finished, or they'll never give up the hunt.
Yeah, alright. Damn, okay. Oop. Oh, that worked out really well, actually. I don't know if it was clear what just happened. I threw an explosive barrel at a guy. It exploded behind him, setting him on fire, and sent him flying across the room into the oil puddle, which, because he was on fire, he then set the oil puddle on fire. Like, that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Now you know the stakes, son. But a plasma
Oh, shit.
more atom yet. Keep it up.
Okay, we got a bunch of... I think it's so funny. They just dissolve into lockboxes. A lot of dudes with rivets on them. So basically, anybody who's going to be left behind is going to be someone who has, like, a rivet on them.
I told you about this. Make him listen.
Okay. Yeah, get her ass. Stretch my back. Good job. Okay, and now we get into my favorite part of this entire level.
Why, hello there. My name is Andrew Ryan. I built the city of Rapture for children just like you, because the world above had become unfit for us. But here, beneath the ocean, it is natural to wonder if the danger has passed. If those we left behind will ever come to their senses. So, let us imagine, you and I, what might befall us on the surface.
This entire fucking, like, sequence here... Oh. That's nice. That's good. I like that. This entire fucking sequence here is just basically Andrew Ryan, like, sitting your child down and being like, get scared, get scared, get scared, get scared. Everything on the surface wants to kill you.
I'm not speaking to you, drat.
600. Why not?
It just ends up being, like, very funny, where he's just like, oh, he's trying so hard. Like, it gets to the point of being kind of goofy. Tate Merlot. I don't think I drank that. That just fucking disappeared for no reason. Oh. My little guy's having a hard time. What's unfortunate is that I don't have the ability to fix him using Atom yet. What was that noise? Heavy rivet. Ooh.
I think all of the children have finally fallen asleep. And now that the park is all quiet, I can't sleep myself. I guess it's just you and me, Mr. Voice Recorder. You, me, in 1959. I wonder what the new year will... What was that? Something's happened. The lights are going out. Kids, stay in your sleeping bags. It's gonna be fine.
So, of course, the event that's happening right there is the siege on Raptor. Raptor? Siege on... The New Year's bombings. carried out by Atlas Nay Fontaine. Oh, fuck. I had kind of hoped to have the drill up, but, you know, that works too. Beating you in the face with my fucking hacking device. I'll take that, thank you. 50 personnel rounds. Alright. What else did I want to talk about? Hold on. I wrote down a bunch of stuff. Because I was just like, I need to remember this. Okay, talked about the Boozy Book Fair. Did I finish talking about Alpha and Omega? Realistically? Right, I stopped at the one that was like a clip show. So, Alpha and Omega 5, Family Vacation. Bad. Wasn't good. And then we started up like and then I started up Alpha and Omega 6 Dino Digs, which was it caught me off guard because it starts with like a pair of brothers who are just like, what have you done to the lands our father left us? And he's just like, I turned it into a golf course. And just like, this sucks, bro. And it's like the whole thing where it's just like, what about the wolves that lived here? We built new caves into the mountain over there for the wolves to live. Some of them are already living there. And it's this whole thing about, like, honestly, gentrification. It's wild because it's just like, you've got them, like, with, like, a real estate wolf who's trying to sell them on a plastic cave. And it's just like, what the fuck? It's Wolfburbia. Is what it's called. It's so fucking... Oh.
The farmer tills the soil, trading the strength of his arm for a home and lands of his own. But the parasites say no. What was yours is ours. We are the state. We are God. We demand our share.
Jesus, alright. Fuck this guy. Fuck his wife. Fuck his kid. Bro, fuck your dog. Anyway.
See? Adam is here.
Whoa. I'm a little surprised you're alive, man. I just wanted ride maintenance is what that is. So we'll check that out in a moment. What is up this way? Where's this lead? Oh! This leads back here. That's cool. Nice little shortcut. But what kind of caught me off guard, really, is that I ended up having, like, a bit of fun, actually, with, I ended up actually having, like, a little bit of fun with Dino Digs. And it had, like, this interesting little... It was... So, okay, one thing that I thought about, like, early on is just, like, you know, one of these movies where it's just like, oh, it's a kid's movie that gets, like, a bunch of sequels, like, straight to video that all have, like, lower quality animation than the original did. The thing that immediately comes to my mind is Swan Princess. Now, of course, part of the issue with where things went wrong with Swan Princess is that Swan Princess, I don't know, it got, like, bought up by, like, some, like, fucking, like, Mormon animation studio. So, like, as that series got on, or went on, it got, like, uncomfortably religious from time to time. Or it's just, like, I want to say, like, the 4th straight-to-DVD sequel was, like, a Christmas special, and it's just like, oh, they're talking about Jesus. And it's just like, Jesus exists in the Swan Princess universe? The universe with, like, magic and shit? What? Okay, sure.
I've been rationing my supplies ever since the park got cut off from the rest of Rapture. Gotta stay strong. I'm holed up in this workshop, surrounded by those wailing brats, trying to beat their way in. They want my food, my guns. They want it all. But I got a plan. Gonna fix up the transport sub that's been rusting in the maintenance bay. Then I'm gonna get the hell out of this hole. These animals want Rapture? They can have it.
That sounds like pain. There's a really good series of videos about the Swan Princess sequels. The name of the channel escapes me. But it's interesting because obviously it identifies them, or it analyzes them of like by like their actual quality. But then like when it becomes a little bit difficult to kind of like get past like, oh, suddenly they're talking about like, oh, it must have been the work of angels. Or like fucking adapting some Bible story, but completely botching what that Bible story was trying to fucking say.
I do not hate you, Delta. Indeed, I care for you in equal measure to any other sentient creature.
Sure.
But I cannot sacrifice 1,000 of my children for
Oh,
one
hold on.
rebellious son.
Oh, you know what? The ability to, like, rush people with the drill is something I have to do with the research camera. That's right. I remember now.
It will be all right. Buffoon.
Hold on. Are we done? Cool. I just pick these up. Come along, child.
All right, Chief, we've almost got enough Adam now. To get the rest, you'll have to take care of that little sister. There should be one of the air vents they favor in the workshop. Bring her down there.
But like it's interesting to see like exactly how that all kind of like manifests over the course of that series, but like just kind of in general the series is also like just for Swan Princess, I mean, just not very good. So there was a part of me that was like worried, just like, is this just the ultimate fate of like anything like this, anything of this caliber, that it is eventually just going to be like co-opted by like some religious group to like push some kind of doctrine upon children?
Lamb is becoming a problem. The woman is a damned collectivist. Here in Rapture, how could the council fail to see it? hide her intent, she gulls these patients of hers into a religious frenzy. A new Kremlin will rise and swallow the council house before they realize they've been had. I will not have my city swindled by the parasite. Whatever its guise, it is time, I think, to call Sinclair.
Okay. Only seen the first 3, and that's all I need in my memory. That's probably fair. So I was very pleased, I have to admit, with it fresh in my mind, with it fresh in your mind that was one of my concerns, was the fact that I was going to be watching these Alpha and Omega movies and there was going to be like some weird religious aspect to it. I was very pleased to get to Alpha and Omega 6 Dino Digs, and it opens with 65 million years ago. So, okay, we're not dealing with young Earth creationism. Cool. Fuck, ow, fire. Fire bad. Just like, cool, we're not dealing with young Earth creationism. Alright. Genesis didn't happen. And then not only that, but like as I'm going through it, I'm hitting like there's genuinely a very fun kind of like rule of threes moment. Like a little ways into the movie where it's just like, okay, they're on a golf course. There is a lake here, like a fake lake. Oh shit, hold on. It's not what I meant to pick up.
Rapture
But that's
is
fine.
a paradise of the ego, Eleanor. Under Ryan, the voices of an entire city sing the virtues of greed and pride. But truth, rather, is in the body. Already they grow weary of struggling against one another in fruitless competition. Observe the bent backs, the drawn faces. Ryan promised us more, they seem to say. In what shall we now believe? And Eleanor, it is our task to answer.
So it's just like there is a man-made lake on the golf course. It has these fountains that shoot up, and what's established at one point in the movie is that the fountains seem to hypnotize birds into dancing. We get a reminder of this later on when our dinosaur character, who is a pink dinosaur with green plumage and eyelashes, so you know she's a girl dinosaur, named Amy. Amy Saurus. She wanders by the lake and the fountains go off and she starts dancing. So, okay, we've got a connection between what the birds are doing and what the dinosaurs doing. Interesting. Is this because dinosaurs evolved from birds? And then it is reinforced later on when one of the pups asks, hey, birds are your descendants, right? And Amy just knows this. It's this weird spiritual thing. It's hard to explain.
The parasite makes nothing for itself. Its only tools are taxes and tithes meant to trick you into offering what it has not earned. In Rapture, we keep what is ours.
Sure, man.
On the surface, the scientist invests the power of his mind in a single miraculous idea and naturally begins to rise above his fellows. But the parasites say no. Discovery must be regulated. It must be controlled. And finally, surrendered.
I don't need to get stuck. I don't need a hint. I'm not stuck. Yeah, see, Ryan, the problem is that the kind of science you're talking about is absurdly unethical. Like, you're talking about scientists getting up to some shit, my guy.
An artist strives to frame his ideals in an image, to challenge his audience and make his vision immortal. But the parasites say, no, your art must serve the cause. Your ideals endanger the people.
Yeah, now you have Sander Cohen, so I mean, like... there's a balance that can be struck here, is all I'm saying.
Make Dove get in between us. Hey, I gotta get under something. I wanna hold her.
There's just this weird thing going on with Dino Digs where it's just like, oh, there's a circle of lights on the sacred grounds or whatever.
Come back. I didn't mean nothing by it. I was just stuck.
Ow, fuck.
They got that? Come on. I deserve something, don't I? Gotta get up to something. Come here. Come out and talk to me.
There's sacred grounds, and there's a circle of light, and if you're in the circle of light, then you're protected, and then it has something to do with, like, your spirit being resurrected, or your spirit will perish if the sun or the light hits. It's so difficult to describe specifically what happens there. But I did have fun with the movie. And it was kind of fun where they, like, ultimately decided, hey, this place sucks. Let's go back to, like, where we lived and we're happy. Just like, yeah, fuck you, gentrified Wolven suburbia, whatever the fuck. Fuck golf.
Lacking its own ingenuity, the parasite fears the visionary. What it cannot plagiarize, it seeks to censor. What it cannot regulate, it seeks to ban. Rapture was founded on an idea, and here they are held inviolate.
Yeah, alright. Anyway. Oh, cream-filled cake. God, I could go for a fucking zinger. Oh!
Your parents sought a private life, using their great talents to provide for you. They learned to twist the lies of church and government, believing themselves masters of the system. But the parasite said, no! The child has a duty. He will go to war and die for the nation.
Parts of this you can kind of see, like, where Ryan is coming from, but also he goes back on literally all of this at one point or another over the course of the, like, backstory narrative of BioShock. Like, he does censor, he does attempt control.
Now, Tannenbaum would have you turn that sister human again. You'll get just enough Adam for our purposes, and the girls will likely try to repay you somehow. But Rapture's a high-stakes town, son, and she is a jackpot. You just have to be willing to take it all. You'll harvest more atom than the price of one plasmid, so the rest is gravy. Think about it. Down here, it's your survival or hers.
I'm thinking about it, and I don't think I'm going to kill a child, Sinclair, but, you know, thanks for the suggestion, man. And then, like, something I noticed really early on was the fact, like, they talk about, like, oh, we have to, like, hunt the caribou, right? But overall, there's really not a lot of indication of the fact that, like, any of these characters are, like, eating a proper carnivore diet at any point. Which kind of makes it awkward when, like, there's so much that, like, hinges on, like, characters being hungry, which comes up in Alpha and Omega 7, the Big Furries. Give it a moment. Okay. Because, like, something that's kind of been happening over the course of these movies is that they've kind of been making, like, other animals, like, more fleshed out characters more and more. Like, there's, like, a bear cub whose name is Brent, and I hate him. There's, like, a bunch of, like, porcupines, which the porcupines all look god-awful. The porcupines have maybe some of the worst character models in the series. And I don't say that lightly, because a lot of these characters don't look super good, just kind of baseline. But the porcupines in particular, one of them is the porcupine character got a spin dash. That's not even, like, slightly an exaggeration. Yeah, there's our harvest, whatever. I know what I'm doing, I've played these games before. Rescue.
Well, our Tin Man
Oh, there
had
you
a
are.
heart all along. Personally, I call that a liability, but you have enough atom now. Barely. Head to the Hall of the Future and splice up with Incinerate.
I'm really of the opinion that you should have murdered that child. But I guess if you haven't the stomach for child murder, some people just can't handle a little bit of infanticide. Oh no, that's babies, isn't it? Which is kind of like general child murder, usually called. Why do I want to know this? I do not strictly need to know this information. Filicide? Maybe? Anyway. But the Big Furries begins with, like, the pups hunting a squirrel who can talk. So this is, like, a proper talking animal within the context of the film. And they are talking about how, like, yeah, they're, like, taunting this thing, just like, yeah, man, we're going to fucking eat you. That is our plan. It's just like, goddamn, okay, kill his ass. And they don't, ultimately, which, you know, unfortunate. Would have been nice. You know, see the carnivores act like carnivores. But I understand if maybe you don't want to have your, like, primary characters do that in, like, a children's movie.
2 weeks at my last count. 2 weeks since we were trapped in this rotten park. children need all the supplies we've got left. Need them more than I do. I don't know what's gonna happen. I can feel myself getting weaker. The children have noticed the condition I'm in, of course. What will happen once I'm gone? I'll be all alone.
Corpse. What is this? Atom corpses. Could I have used this for Adam, I wonder? Interesting thing to think about. Whoa, whoa, whoa! God, I fucking love goddamn ragdolls. Fuck these people. But the big furries ended up being like another one that actually ended up being kind of fun. Like, I have to admit. And then we get to the final one, Alpha and Omega 8, Journey to Bear Kingdom. And it's bad. It sucks ass. It's so boring. We spend so much of the movie with, like, new named secondary characters. The moral seems to be that, like, royalty is just better than everyone, which, like, yeah, man, okay. By the end of it, the pups are made into, like, dukes and duchesses. Like, it's weird, man. It's so strange.
I met with Sinclair today of Sinclair Solutions. It's this pseudo-legal firm he set up to take problems Ryan doesn't want to admit he has and make them go away. I could fill 40 front pages of the Tribune with stories about this fella if he wasn't paying me not to. And he's got work for me, right? I ask what? And he flashes me these $1,000 Steinman teeth saying this job will, quote, change history.
So we did go ahead and pick up drill fuel efficiency. Because again, I go all in on the drill. So anything that can help me drill harder and longer is welcomed. Give me some cash money. I forget what our limit is in this game for cash. I want to say it's 600. Hello? Disease. Yeah, because they don't have fucking disease on the bottom of the goddamn ocean floor. War Street. Oh my god. Man's got a complex. Chaos Corner. Chaos Corner. This is where Shadow lives. Whoop. Wait for it. There it is.
Gotta stash myself.
But yeah, ultimately, I can't say that it had any secret bangers, unfortunately. I wasn't really expecting it to, but I did kind of hold out a little bit of hope that maybe I would find something just like, oh, this is actually, like, I could conceivably recommend this, you know? Oh yeah, it is 600, okay.
Third session today with this amazing limey shrink, Dr. Sophia Lamb.
She said that all Ryan's horse shit about always looking out for number one is turning us little guys against each other. And what we need is unity, solidarity. Then, she held up a mirror. Turns out, I wear my hair and mustache just like Ryan. So today, I'm spreading the word about Lamb. And tonight, I'm shaving my whole stupid head.
I don't know if you need to go that, like, just get another hairstyle, man. Jesus.
Unable to provide for itself, the need of the parasite grows until war is made to justify it. Your parents brought you to Rapture, where you need never fear the parasites again. So you see, there is no place for you on the surface. But you may bring the world to you. If you know someone who belongs in Rapture, write a letter to the Ryan Industries mailroom. And you never know. The next new face might be familiar.
Sure, man. Rise, Rapture, rise. Look, it's the lighthouse. Cash money. Oh, my wallet's already full. That's right. Remember the lighthouse? There's always a lighthouse. Here we go.
I know this facility is vital to the preservation of secrecy in Rapture. But seeing myself transformed into that
Lurching, waxen nightmare.
Do children truly respond to this? Still, I spoke to a young man exiting the park after the grand opening, asking him what, if anything, he had learned here. He said his chores didn't seem so bad anymore, as long as Mother wouldn't send him to the surface.
Yay! We traumatize children! Whee! Man, just imagine how they're gonna feel when fucking war breaks out in Rapture.
Come on, choppers! Tear this place down! Unbelievable! Here's a present ridiculous!
Whoa, fuck. Hey, can you throw another grenade? Can you please throw another grenade? Come on, I wanted a chance to throw it back. I'm trying to have fun with the video game.
Why not?
Fine, be that way. Nobody ever lets me do anything. Okay. So, now that we have Adam, we can go buy us some Incinerate. Okay, fine. I'll use the rivet gun. My poor, poor drill got nothing in it. Tragic.
So, you would drain the people of their life's blood. Rapture is a body, Delta. I am the voice, and Big Sister is the hand. When Rapture speaks of you, it says only this. Sleep now. Your day is done.
I don't think it actually says that. I think you're making things up. Not if you don't visit the Gatherer's Garden, you fucking shithead. Sorry.
Light up enemies to 1,000 degrees.
Warning, fire spreads. Okay, slap that in there.
Congratulations
Alright.
on your recent purchase of the Incinerate Plasmid.
Incinerate?
Say, Tom here is having a romantic evening with a gal. What would impress her more than lighting the fireplace with a snap of your fingers?
Snap of my finger! Oh yeah, they're nice and toasty now.
Oh, a party. This party just hit the skids. Carl needs a light for his cigar, and no one can help him.
Don't worry, man. I got you. Fuck, hold on. Fuck. 1 second. Nailed it. Whoa. Right. Ice. Winter Blast. Another one. And of course, I don't have enough money for or enough damn for any of these. But that's fine. Okay. That's probably bad, huh? Our big sister's anti-personnel or armor piercing? I want to say it's armor piercing. Whoa, fucking What the hell? Oh shit. Hey, can you not throw things at me, please? Ow. Rude ass. Damn, hold on, I can barely fucking see you. Hold on. Just heavy rivet. Oh, heavy rivet putting in the work. Here we go. And we get a little bit of Adam core.
Moses, son. Not even a big sister can keep you down. Well, come on back and melt the ice and we can say goodbye to this 2-bit carny ride.
Okay, but why have a big sister such a bad bitch, though? That's what I'm fucking saying. That is in fact what I am fucking talking about. Also, hello, Venom Lad. Welcome. Hold on. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I forgot about that part of that BioShock playthrough where the game crashed every so often. I hope this what do autosaves look like for this game? Oh no. She screams, she's limber, she's athletic, and she's freaky. Like, ma'am, your resume is absolutely stacked. I can't skip any of this. Okay. Oh, boy. So if I recall correctly, autosaves in BioShock 1 are absolutely abysmal. I forget what autosaves are like in BioShock 2. So we're about to find out in real time here. Powered by Unreal. Yup. Oh, my goodness. You really just won't let me skip any of this, huh? Please? Pity peas? Alright. Start game. And let's hope for the best. Where are you going to put me? Okay, we're in Ryan Amusements. Oh god, I'm scared. I'm really worried about this, actually. Like, the worst thing would be it just wiped out all of our fucking progression, right? But, like, surely there has to be some kind of, like, mid-level autosave, right? Somewhere? Please. I'm begging you here. It's taking a bit. Hold on. I've been making some good progress on the new chapter of Wicked game. I'm happy to say. Okay, here we go. Let's see what it gives us. Oh, no! It wiped out all of our progression. Oh, fuck. That is... Oh. That feels really bad. Okay.
Now better apply the brakes unless you're aiming to dash yourself against that glacier up ahead.
Fuck.
As you can see, Chief, the station here's iced over. To reach Eleanor Lamb at Fontaine headquarters, we'll have to clear the way. Now, in order to melt that ice, you'll need a plasmid, like a handful of hellfire. We used to sell a fine old product called Incinerate in the amusement park up yonder.
Yep.
Go on and find a way
I
in.
am familiar.
I've already been on all the rides.
Alright, let's see if we can speedrun this shit. Okay.
Eleanor is progressing brilliantly. My physical participation in her birth was minimized, of course. It is vital that I am unhindered by nature's crude bias. I will be, above all, her intellectual progenitor, loyal not to her, but to the people she will ultimately save. But I admit, it is with some measure of pride that I review her marks in standard intelligence tests. As an agent of our beliefs, she may surpass even me.
Oh, I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm gonna be so brave about it, though.
You're a rare old model, son. Alpha series, I believe. Now, Rapture's full of scientific wonderments just
I don't know if there's any way to, like, skip the dialogue, so we're just gonna kind of...
Curing your condition ought to be a cakewalk. Once we find Eleanor,
keep on moving. Okay. Not what I wanted to choose, but you know what? It's fine. Okay.
I was hired to engineer a park the likes of which no man has seen.
Yep.
Now all I do is
No
watch
man
over
has
it
seen.
like a
Sure.
sheepdog. My first line of mechanical puppets made the children here cool with wonder.
Cool with wonder.
Ryan thought my vision was immature. Antiquated, he said. This place could have been something magical. But instead, he turned it into
Grab
a
the ticket.
school. No, a cathedral.
Jim Dandy.
Jim
That'll get
Dandy.
you in the park. But buying an incinerate's gonna cost Adam. It's a sort of genetic goo that lets you rewrite whatever God gave you. The little sisters carry the stuff, as you may recall, so you'll need to locate one. I heard whispering near the El Dorado Lounge. Have a look.
Sure thing.
No fuck up this time. I can work. Come back!
Welcome to Ryan
Oh.
Amusements. Insert your
That's supposed to work.
for children under 3.
Okay. So we've run out of that ammo. Shit. Alright. But like I was saying, been working on the new chapter of Wicked Game. It is coming along at a pretty decent pace, all things considered.
Ryan Amusements. Please enjoy the park.
Rise, Rapture, rise. Okay.
I love the kids in Miss Englert's third grade class, but boy, I had no idea what I was getting into. Volunteering to chaperone this New Year's sleepover party at Ryan Amusements. Donnie, get down off that exhibit.
Overwhelming, overwhelming.
Come, you'll choke. The kids' parents deserve a night off to enjoy New Year's, but I'm at my wit's end. Donnie, I told you.
Yeah, but he was for Wicked Game. Yeah, no, I know. I did not think that you were celebrating my misfortune. Don't worry.
Used to be, there was no margin in running the gift shop. I couldn't hardly sell off this tourist crap for a penny more than the cost of manufacture. Then
Okay.
I met a straight
Yeah,
shooter
I know
named
how that works.
Sinclair, and he laid a sweet deal on me. Says he's got some hard luck folks down at Popper's Drop can whip up this junk at half the cost I used to pay. Yeah, I had to pick a needle or two out of the shipments, but all in all, nobody's
Okay.
the
Fuck. Who's shooting me? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so I don't think I came down here, actually. Well, fucking... You scared me. Anyway. I think I talked about this previously. The current Wicked Game chapter that I'm working on, it's kind of... It's a bit more personal in terms of, like, the stuff that it kind of gets into.
I know the surface.
And how I'm planning to, like, write it.
There,
Oh, hold
in
on.
service of the common good. But then, I heard my own words twisted by fat old men squatting over the embers of Hiroshima. Were the modern world a patient in my care, I would diagnose it suicidal. On perhaps that point alone, Andrew Ryan is correct. Rapture is deliverance.
Until you arrive, Father, I'm trapped here.
Okay.
Smuggling these gifts out is the most I can do to help.
Girl, I have been through this.
In ethical psychiatry. We must...
All right, real quick, because apparently I have to worry about this now.
Eleanor Lamb
Right.
speaking. Mum says I'm not to play with the other children because they're being raised on a diet of dog-eat-dog. I wanted to see these dog eaters.
Dog
so
eaters.
I waited until Mum was gone and went out to find one. And guess what? The dog eaters wear human skins. It makes
Fucked
them
up
look
if
just
true.
like us.
Now that Big Daddy won't bite until you do.
Yeah, I
But
know.
to get to Lil Sis, you gotta put the old boy down for good.
I found one of those children at
Yeet.
last. Filthy dress, all alone.
No, not anti-personnel.
Praying that it was my little girl. But she was gorging herself on blood from a corpse. It wasn't her. I stared, just reeling. And then that skinny, armored freak that took Cindy jumped me, shrieking like an animal. I escaped, but Cindy had become one of those things. I've got to find her now more than ever.
Jesus.
Take a breath, son. You did it. Now, just let her ride on your shoulders.
come on,
and
come on, come on,
she'll
come on.
trust you like her own daddy.
Come on, kid. Come on. Come on. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
We're in business. Now,
I
there
used
are
up all.
corpses all over Rapture,
Oh,
and
man.
little Dimples there can sniff out the atom on them. Find one.
I unfortunately used up all of my anti-personnel rounds because I've started firing before I switched the ammo. Oh, shit. But yeah, I talked about this previously where the current Wicked Game chapter that I'm working on is fucking my ass. It is... the subject matter, the way that I'm writing it, is a little bit more personal in how it's being handled. It was always kind of funny how in BioShock there isn't really a reason to harvest this side of getting stuff sooner. Yeah, no, for sure. Much like the last chapter, I'm working off of a... I'm working off of a, oh god, words, different words that are strong and bad. I'm working off an outline for this one. Where I have written out the events more or less how I want them to happen. And I had a specific idea in mind for how I wanted things to go in this particular chapter initially. But then, like, as I was kind of, like, working on it, I was kind of discussing, how I wanted to do things with...
She's got a juicy one, but when she starts draining out the atom, the splashers
friend of
will
the
come
stream,
running.
Zilla.
Be ready before you set her down on
I
that
realized that the way that I had conceived, I didn't put down any trap rivets. Shit, goddamn, fuck, ass, piss.
It is fitting that you expire here. One more forgotten
Oh god, oh god, oh god. What the hell?
Here they come. Keep the splicers off
Ow,
now till
fuck.
she's finished, or they'll never give up the hunt.
Ah! But I ultimately realized that the way that I was going about everything with the chapter was almost completely... Well, no, I shouldn't say completely wrong. But it wasn't the way that I wanted to do it. Whoa, whoa.
He's nicer than other dads.
Now you know the stakes, son. But a plasmid costs a bit more atom yet. Keep it up.
Yeah, it's not necessarily that it was the wrong way to go about it, but it wasn't the right way for me to go about it. Like, the more that I thought about it, the more I thought, this isn't how this should play out. This needs to play out a different way.
I told you about this. Make him listen.
Why, hello. My name is Andrew Ryan. I built the city of Rapture for children
Okay.
just like you, because the world.
Damn. Getting a decent amount of drill fuel, honestly. Hello. That was something I missed. Alright. Quick save. I gotta make sure I stay up on it this time. I am not having that shit happen again. That was fucking abysmal. Potted meat. It's like I'm being vague about like specifically what it was that needed to change and specifically like what different way I had to do things. Entirely because to talk about it in any sort of like specifics would you know, it'd be spoilers. But I hope when I ultimately post it, that kind of like what I'm hoping to come across does come across properly.
I guess it's just you and me, Mr. Voice Recorder. You, me, in 1959. I wonder what the new year will... What was that? Something's happened. The lights are going out. Kids, stay in your sleeping bags. It's gonna be fine.
Okay.
On the surface,
Urfus. Oh, hold on. Is there any secrets back here? Oh, hold on. I know there's like... Wrong one.
what was yours is ours. We are
Thank you.
we are
Ow! Bitch! You guys gotta give me more warning when you're gonna start, like, chucking nades. Because I do want to do the funny telekinesis throw. Okay, now give me a moment, because, like, I'm wondering... I don't think pulling that... Yeah, that one doesn't open the one at the front. I think I gotta go through the other one for that. Okay. Remote hack dart. Trap rivet, trap rivet. And there's this guy. How much is that doggy in the window?
I've been rationing my supplies ever since the park got cut off from the rest of Rapture. Gotta stay strong. I'm holed up in this
Heavy
workshop
rivet.
surrounded by those wailing brats, trying to beat their way in. They want my food, my guns. They want it all.
I don't think the children want your guns, my guy. I'm gonna be honest.
In the maintenance bay. Then I'm gonna get the hell out of this hole. These animals want Rapture? They can have it.
Like, I know that children have a bloodlust that can never truly be sated, but gonna be real. Don't think they want your guns.
Let's get it.
Hold on, I put one too many down there. Right, go get him, kid.
I do not hate you, Delta. Indeed, I care for you in equal measure to any other sentient creature.
Uh-huh.
But I cannot sacrifice 1,000 of my children
Oop, oop.
for one rebellious son.
Okay. Do I have, like, a... gameplay options? Do I have any sort of, like... controller sensitivity? I feel like I've got some kind of... I don't know if it's just, like, my control stick drifting, or... if I've got some kind of, like, really aggressive aim assist. It's weird. It's like it keeps nudging to the left. You see that? Like, I'm not touching the controller right now. Ow. No, that's not the wrong rivet. That's not the right rivet. Hope that doggy's for sale. Kid, you done? Cool. Get over here.
Are we gonna be together?
All right, Chief. We've almost got enough Adam now. To get the rest,
Okay.
you'll have to take care of that little sister. There should be one of the air vents they favor in the workshop. Bring her down there.
Oh, wow. Like... Okay, so generally, if there's too many bodies in an area, the bodies will start disappearing and leaving behind lock boxes, so that you can, at the very least, pick up whatever items they were holding. We have so many bodies in the current area that the lock boxes are disappearing, which, woof. Okay. Alright, okay. Save, because apparently I need to worry about that. Of course. I don't wanna. I like to say the rivet gun is easily one of my favorite weapons in gaming. It's pretty good. I think I prefer it when it's got a few more upgrades. I usually go all in on the drill in this game.
A new Kremlin will rise and swallow the council house before they realize they've been had. I will city switch. Parasite. Whatever its guise. It is time, I think, to call Sinclair.
So, like, I'm probably not going to end up using it a whole lot until I do get it some upgrades. But the Dwill. Ooh, baby, the Dwill. Drill, baby, drill. It is something akin to a disco inferno.
Rapture is a paradise of the
Anti-personnel rounds. Okay.
Under Ryan, the voices of an entire
you.
city sing the virtues of greed and pride. But truth, rather, is in the body. Already they grow weary of struggling against one another in fruitless competition. Observe the bent backs, the drawn faces. Ryan promised us more, they seem to say. In what shall we now believe? And Eleanor?
I just got so much audio happening all at once.
On the surface,
Urfus.
the scientist invests the power of his mind in a single miraculous idea and naturally begins to rise above his fellows.
Uh-huh.
Parasites say no.
Take this coffee real quick.
Discovery must be regular. An artist strives to frame his ideals in an image, to challenge his audience, to make his vision immortal. But the parasites say
I can ignore you as much as I fucking want, buddy. I don't give a shit about you. Ow, fuck. Bitch. Is he coming up behind me? Okay. Take your shit. Find your friend. Take her shit. She's got nothing. Hack this machine. Take the fucking rivets. Take the goddamn rivets. Okay, I am gonna go ahead and just, whoop, $9. Because otherwise, like, I'm coming up on the limit of how much money I can hold at once. Hi, Andrew Ryan.
lacking its own ingenuity. The parasite fears
Greenfield cake, Hoppa Cola, Hoppa Cola.
plagiarize, it seeks to censor. On the surface, your parents sought a private life, using their great talents to provide for you. They learned to twist the wild church government, believing themselves
2 weeks at my last count. 2 weeks since we were trapped in this rotten park.
Yep. 2 weeks.
I haven't been eating. The children need all the supplies we've got left. Need them more than I do. I don't know what's gonna happen. I can feel myself.
Ow, bitch.
The children have noticed the condition I'm in, of course. What will happen once I'm gone? They'll be all alone.
Yeah, they'll probably be fine. Kids are hardy.
Now, Tannenbaum would have you turn that sister human again. You'll get just enough Adam for our purposes, and the girls will likely try to repay you somehow. But Rapture's a high-stakes town, son, and she is a jackpot. You just have to be willing to take it all.
Dog, again.
You'll harvest more Adam than the price of one
you're still going.
plasmid, so the rest is gravy. Think about it. Down here, it's your survival or hers.
All right, man. I don't know how else I can like make it clear to you. I'm not interested in killing children, but good for you, I guess. Okay. How much is a doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. Rescue. Okay. We're almost back to where we were.
Thank you.
New save.
Well, our Tin Man had a heart all along. Personally, I call that a liability, but you have enough Adam now. Barely. Head to the Hall of the Future and splice up with Incinerate.
Augustus, I'm really upset that you don't kill children, Sinclair.
I suppose that now I hear a creaking of the floor. Drop that at once. It's priceless. Will eternity be hot or cold?
Did I walk past one of them? Sounds like one of them's behind me. Fuck. Oh well, it's probably fine. Oh, hold up. Didn't open this. Okay. But the power side say no. No. The power side says no. Not allowed. Get out of here. Hi, I'm Andrew Wyan.
I met with Sinclair
Fuck.
today of Sinclair Solutions. It's this pseudo-legal firm he set up to take problems Ryan doesn't want to admit he has and make them go away. I
Oop.
could fill 40 front pages of the Tribune with stories about this fella if he wasn't paying me not to. And he's got work for me, right? I ask what, and he flashes me these $1,000 signs and saying this job will, quote, change history, end quote.
Sounds legit. Okay. Save my game again. I'm just getting nervous at this point. Like, it seems like it's, you know, timing based. Like, oh, you've been playing for so long. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit. Ah, I didn't get both blues. I'm heading off to bed. Have fun, Gage, with convincing the crazy man you don't want to kill children. Thanks, Lila. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm sure he'll come around to not wanting to kill children. You know, it'd be nice.
Third session today with this amazing limey shrink, Dr. Sophia Lamb. She said that all Ryan's horse shit about always looking out for number one is turning us little guys against each other. And what we need is unity.
Rise, rapture, rise. Rise, rapture, rise.
Like Ryan.
My wallet is already full.
I'm spreading the word about Lamb. And tonight...
I know this facility is vital to the preservation of secrecy and rapture. But seeing
There it
myself
is.
transformed into that lurching, waxen nightmare. Do children truly respond to this? Still, I spoke to a young man exiting the park after the grand opening, asking him what, if anything, he had learned here.
Booze hound.
He said his chores didn't seem so
Yeah, I'll take that, sure.
As long as Mother wouldn't send him to the surface.
Oh, still makes me drunk. Still makes me drunk. Very funny that you find Booze Hound in, like, this area with all this fucking alcohol. Dating tip.
I've got a little dating tip for you, Jimbo. It'll get you out of that lonely hearts club for good. This scheme works 100% of the time, guaranteed. First, find some Betty and take her to Ryan Amusements. Then, you'll go to the gift shop, buy her a teddy bear. This is key. I ain't kidding around. Then, you buy her a ticket on Journey to the Surface. As soon as you hit that first scare, bingo! Tunnel of love.
Yeah, man, I'm sure nothing gets the ladies more hot and bothered than the voice of Andrew fucking Ryan. You're 100% correct, and definitely not full of shit. Okay. Save again. Alright, we're almost back to where we lost all that progress. God, I always forget how the fucking remasters do this. I wonder if...
You, Edna. Everything you touch turns to shit.
Mean. You're mean, Roger. It was probably your clumsy, fat hands that loused it up.
Typical fraud. Stay away from things you don't know nothing about.
Come, lay a finger on me. At least read our man's name.
Whoa!
Ridiculous.
Rude. Okay. That. First aid kit. Anything else? Nah, I think I'm good. Okay. Ugh.
So, you would drain the people of their life's blood.
Hey, girl,
Rapture
hey.
is a body, Delta. I am the voice, and Big Sister is the hand. When Rapture speaks of you, it says only this. Sleep now. Your day is done.
We lost another of the Alpha Series protectors today in testing.
Here we go.
Somewhere outside the city limits, he simply
That,
vanished.
and
For
bam.
these men, Rapture has no walls. We must find a method of conditioning them against abandonment of the little sisters. Something physical, possibly even lethal. The lab aides are starting to call them Big Daddies. Perhaps there's some genius to that. Bonded pairs, connected by a lock that kills.
Okay. Alright. Save again. Again, it is maybe a little ridiculous to save as much as we are. But, like, I'm gonna be real. I don't... that upset me. It upset me so much when that happened. So, I am not fucking around this time. Yeah. I know. Oh. Whoa. Hey, girl, hey. Ow. Ow. And she's down. Like my old professor said, work fast, save often.
Holy Moses, son. Not even a big sister can keep you down. Well, come on back and melt the ice and we can say goodbye to this 2-bit carny ride.
Melt the ass. Not even a big sister can keep you down. Bro, it helps that it's the second time I've had to do this. Okay, so where... I remember now. It was back towards the exit. Okay. Take Marilla. Oh, hold on. Right, I got Booze Hound now. I can just down any alcohol I find. Oh, I'm drunk. Hold on.
He's gone. James was the only man I ever loved. And now it's like he never even came to Rapture. He heard me sing at the Limbo Room. Came up all bashful. He liked hearing songs about what it's really like to live in this town. I think he's been trying to organize folks against Ryan. And now he's gone. And I'm here, singing Rise, Rapture, Rise. Scared to death they're gonna come for me.
Now that the tyrant is dead, we are a true collective, a single family.
It's like, I do really wish that I could talk more about, like, specifically what it is that I'm going through with Wicked Game right now. But again, it's something where if I go into details, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm basically just kind of giving away the whole bit. But...
Outstanding sport. You're proving to be quite a windfall. Now just open the train tunnel from the security booth there, and I'll come out and jump on.
But hopefully I can kind of keep up the pace with writing it. And I won't have to wait too long to talk in more detail. Okay, so I believe... Yeah, there he is.
I like to look a man in the eye when I give him my word. You and me, kid. We're going places.
Less eye, more visor.
I had thought you some golem of Sinclair's, brought here to hold Rapture's arms while he rifles through her pockets. But no, you are aware of your plight. Who, I wonder, would be so cruel to force a mirror on a man with no face?
Man.
Lamb was waiting for us. Come out shooting and start the train.
I don't know about shooting, but I have a big fuck-off drill.
Andrew Ryan. He reckoned the free market was some kind of Holy Spirit gonna lead us all over the rainbow. And I reckon it's a big fat hooker too dim to spot a wooden
nickel. So old Andy went and became his own ghost, and I whittled nickels till I made a mint.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good turn of phrase. Warning, you're about to leave this level. Make sure you've done everything you want here before proceeding past this point. Okay, well, in that case, since you mention it, I could probably get a start on getting some more upgrades here if I pop back to the place where we the fucking words.
Saw the individual as a hero, a noble survivor, and Rapture was his paradise, a shrine to the supremacy of the self.
I forget what the place is called. Here we go, Hall of the Future.
Genocide, chaos. Now that the tyrant is dead, we are a true collective, a single family.
Because if I head in here and then I hang a left once I go through this door, then there is the Gatherer's Garden over here, and I've got the Eve from that big sister. So we can do an upgrade to our Eve, or we can get an additional gene tonic. I think I'm gonna go. We've put down like a lot of the stuff. That we've picked up, so I think maybe a gene tonic slot would be good, just for whenever we find our next thing. Okay. As we're heading back to the train, I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at AcidXShark. That's AcidXSHARK, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or you can find me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream... Art for the stream was done by Jay Echo, who you can find on Blue Sky at jayecho.art. That's JAYECHO.ART. He does great work. Highly recommend checking his stuff out. I highly recommend commissioning him if you got the dosh for it. It's well worth it, believe me. VTuber was done by Teva, who you can find on Blue Sky at Teva Meow. That's TEVAMEOW, with rigging by V747, who you can find on Patreon. Oh. Upcoming streams, we got Deltarune Yellow on Thursday. We got Fatal Frame 2 Remake on Friday. There was apparently an update to Fatal Frame 2 Remake to help it like play a little bit better. And then on Saturday, we're going to be playing the original Metal Gear. Oh. Big fella. Oh. Well, that sucks.
Lamb's trying to box us in, kid. This is a goddamn citywide lockdown. To keep the train moving, you need the security override key from the local governor, Grace Holloway. She kicked me out of my own hotel down here, the Sinclair Deluxe. Find her and get that key.
Yeah, alright. We will do that next time we convene for BioShock 2, which is going to be next Tuesday. Let's see here. Snapcube playing Majora's Mask seems like as good a place to send folks as any. I never remember if it's Snaps Cube on Twitch. But I'll be going ahead and getting out of here, and I will see you next time on the Shark Stream. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Take care, everybody.